Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our weekly spin into stillness. I am Reverend Robin Nashak, aka the Spiritual Spinister, and this is that time during the week that we make for ourselves to be still, be quiet, to listen to that divine voice, the divine me that is always speaking to us, always giving us guidance, always leading us where we need to go. All we have to do is listen. And if anything, this weekly opportunity gives us that chance to listen maybe a little more closely than we might during the rest of the week. And then hopefully implement that practice uh, throughout the week. So we like to begin by setting an intention for our meditation. And that's just a matter of simply stating what you would like to experience as a result of your participation in this meditation. What do you uh, desire to have happen with you, to you, as a result of your making this time to meditate for yourself? Is it relaxation? Is it better sleep? Is it insight on an issue that you've been thinking about or that's been occupying a lot of your thoughts? Maybe it's just to be quiet. Whatever it is, I like us to set out those intentions in writing on a little slip of paper, like ones that I've made here. This is just construction paper that this is just a regular uh, copier paper that is colored and cut into little squares. And the reason I do it this way is because if we were in person, I would invite you to do the same thing, to write your intention on that little slip of paper. And then afterwards, we would all collect those little slips of paper and burn them. So we set the intention, we make our declaration to the universe about what we are expecting, what we would like to have happen. And then we release that attachment to it. We let it go out into the flames, out into the ether, and then allow it to return back to us in the way that the universe or the deepest part of me is uh, allowing it to unfold. So let's do that now. Let's set that intention. It can be a couple of words, it can be a sentence, just something that gives you focus for when you go into meditation, gives you something to think on, focus on, and direct energy to. So let's do it. Let's set that intention. So I've written mine. Now, since we are not in person, uh, what I like to do is write another little ticket here that says everyone's intentions. And that way, if you hold your intention in your hand and send me energy, then this little slip of paper can serve as a little proxy. It gathers energy from everybody meditating this evening in this meditation. And that's including those who might be watching a recorded version of this. So whether you are watching live uh, or the recording, your energy gets added to this specific meditation, making it a unique experience for anyone who is here. So we've done that. Set that intention. When we're done, we'll send those off into the flames. And now part two is drawing an oracle card, which we do from the Star Codes Astro deck. I love this deck. I think that it has served us well. It gives us simple, messages and clear suggestions as to what we can do to help carry out the message that it brings to us, and really is easily applicable to each of our individual intentions. That one card is what is going to serve as the guidance or the insight or the answer that we are all looking for our individual intentions. So, shuffle the deck. I draw the top card from the deck so that I'm not reaching into the deck and pulling out my own intuitive draw, but we're agreeing that that top card, since we all can see it being drawn easily, can serve as the card for this particular meditation for all of us. Again, whether you are on the stream or whether you are on the recorded version. So let us shuffle. And of course, while I do this, please remember that we have created this space for ourselves. And that means that we're all in places where we could have distractions or ambient noises around us, sirens and doorbells knocking and dogs barking, whatever that may be. So I encourage us all to not be distracted or completely, knocked off by that sound. It might startle you if you hear my dogs bark or you hear a siren in where you are. But we want to just use that opportunity to practice going even more deeply once that happens. So, yes, we might be startled out of it, but can we regroup and take ourselves back into that meditation quickly? Because we really want to learn how to be still in all circumstances, whether it's chaotic around us or whether it's serene around us. We want to find the serenity within, which means, it could require a little bit of practice and keeping that focus, keeping that intention to stay focused, and then kind of regrouping if you get startled and heading back into that deep meditation. Just dropped a card. I'm not looking at it. I guess right back into the deck. I never claimed to be a good shuffler, but I do shuffle them because I draw the cards during the week. So even though we have drawn the same card, maybe in the same month or in the same couple of months, or maybe sometimes we've drawn the same card from one week to the next, which there's a lot of cards in this deck, and I'm really hoping to get through the deck before we move on. But, sometimes those messages kind of keep coming back. We keep needing to hear them, or they might uniquely address the intention that we've set for the week. So, okay, we're finally ready to draw. All the cards are here. Let's draw that top card, which is, oh, interesting. I do not think we've drawn the Pisces card before. Pisces is the card. So the message of this card is to sensitize. I'm going to put the card onto the screen so that we can all look at the card when I read more about the card. There it is. Sensitize. So get a good look at the card and see how it's registering with the intention that you set. How does it feel? How is it answering a question or giving you more guidance? If you don't subscribe to the mysticism of the card, that's fine. Consider the card a creative prompt. It just gives you a jarring of some other perspective that you might not have had before. So it's just a prompt. And for anyone has the opportunity to just give a little more information or get you to think about something a little more differently. So let's read more about the Pisces card. The symbol for Pisces is two fish, usually swimming in opposite directions. Pisces rules the feet and resonates with wetlands, streams, and ponds. It is a water sign. Ruled by the expansive Jupiter in traditional astrology and by intuitive Neptune in modern astrology, the mutable water sign Pisces calls us to sense our dreams and intuitive perceptions for the trickles and streams of understanding. The sun shines in Pisces February 20th through March 20th. Pisces asks us to swim in the ambient pool of emotion and be moved to compassionate action. With Pisces, think of a vast, watery landscape with streams meandering over fields through ponds and swamps where the different elements and diverse species can flow together in one subtle, boundaryless, and fertile landscape. Appreciate all the diverse voices in this situation and take them as tributaries to your river. This complex ecology has so much more to say and is so much more robust than any simple monoculture. The situation you are facing, perhaps that one that you wrote on your intention, is also subtle and complex, but that is its strength. This moment calls for finer perceptions, a more sensitive microphone. Be as aware of other people's feelings as you are of your own, but know those feelings, know whose feelings are whose. Track carefully what you can soak up from others and what is true to your own wellspring. Learn how to honor a twin perception, that we are both individual selves within our own work to do, or we are both individual selves with our own work to do, and that our cells are embedded in the body of creation. Healthy boundaries help us do our individual work. Spiritual practice can help us shift our perception from the cell mind to our role in the body of the one. The challenge of this card, Pisces permeability, can leave you lost in a swamp, amorphous, wondering whether your sadness is your own or if it has been sponged up from your surroundings. Empathize with others, but don't try to carry everyone else's pain for them and double the burden. The gift of this card, tune into a healthy ecosystem with Pisces sensitive perception. We are all cells in the body of the one. Healthy individuals contribute to the health of the whole. You know, this is so important. This is such an important card. It is literally work that I've been doing for the last several weeks about coming to understand that we are unique beings, special because we are unique, and yet we are in the body of all creation. And that is where we can draw the sensitivity, the empathy that this card calls for. It's not that we are experiencing other people's feelings for them, but we are experiencing the understanding of those feelings. So it just is a matter of us not trying to read somebody else's mind, instead to tap into the universal experience of all humanity, of all beings really here on the earth. And so we have both individualized here on earth as well as remain connected to the spirit of the all. And that in and of itself is about sensitizing, making ourselves available for the greater perspective of the all, if that makes sense. So with that in mind, let's relax. Again, as we go into meditation, you're going to want to be comfortable, but you're also going to want to remain alert as you can at this time of day. And so when we go in, you can have an active dialogue with that divine me. You can experience it all. If you fall asleep or if you begin to doze, that's fine too. you are still probably involved and you are engaged in the guidance of the meditation. So I'm going to guess you're probably not going to be totally asleep. But if you can remain alert, and that just might mean putting yourself in a position that where you might have your leg, if you're reclining, you might have your legs up, some position that reminds you that you're not in a sleeping position. So let's begin by relaxing first. So let's let go of the cares of the day. We're going to take 3 deep breaths as we inhale and hold, and then exhale slowly and hold again. Each breath makes our body feel more and more relaxed. And we just want to allow that relaxation to happen as almost a sigh, where it all kind of comes out. And so if you're doing a body scan, just kind of do it as one big sigh. Sense that discomfort or tension, and just let it go with each breath. And we'll close our eyes in the third breath. So let's keep the eyes open for the first 2. Let's inhale and hold, and exhale slowly. And inhale again. And hold. And exhale slowly. And one more deep breath. Inhale and hold. And exhale slowly. You can allow your eyes to close. We will have the card on the screen for you to look at if you choose to do so during the meditation. And now allow your breathing to return to your own comfortable pace. Allow the tones of the bowls to take you more and more deep as you relax. Every breath, feel your body soften. Feel the tension just dissipate, dissolve. Every breath, your physical body relaxes more and more. And as you continue breathing, you begin to let your mental stress and emotional stress also just dissipate. And what remains is a relaxed and soft body that is tethered to this material plane with that breath. And the more and more our body relaxes, the more we sense an essence, the essence that animates us. We sense it from within our own heart. And we lock onto a visual of what that essence might feel like or look like for us today. It doesn't have to be the one that we might have explored last week. Whatever you feel your essence might look like or feel like or taste like, however you choose to experience that essence, just kind of experience it now. And just for a moment, as this essence, we realize that we are experiencing ourselves, that individual self, as something beyond our physical plane. this imagination that we are engaging to experience this essence, to be guided in this meditation. This is our deep me. This is what I believe is our divine me. It transcends our physicality. And it is always available to us if we open ourselves up to its presence. And I want you to think about that intention that we set just a few moments ago. Imagine the words on the paper. Imagine what your desire was when you wrote it. And now, as this free floating or etheric or non-physical essence, we become very aware that there is a voice that is speaking to us. It is also the voice that speaks through us throughout our existence. And that is the voice of the deep me, the divine me, the eternal me. And we've set that intention, and we know now that the answer or the insight is all about opening us to our greater consciousness. And the presence of our deep self right now has information about how we can become more sensitive, how we can open ourselves up to this connection, to the greater consciousness, to help us along our journey to reach that intention. And so just listen to that voice, listen to that presence, however you are experiencing that presence. Maybe you hear a tone, maybe you hear a song, maybe you taste something. Maybe you sense it beyond any physical boundary. Wordless, yet so full of meaning. Just allow that voice to speak to you. And now, that presence of that essence of the eternal me is asking of us to consciously and actively place this experience of our essence, first of all, in the context of the community here this evening. So expand your inner vision beyond your own essence. It's almost like the lights are coming up in a theater after a movie's over. As each light comes up, you realize more and more essences are here in this space together. We may have brought different intentions, but we are all here as a community to experience this as one. And as you connect to this community experience tonight, realizing that all of our essences combine to form the community essence, and we realize that community essence combines with the essence of every being in our home, on our street, in our town. Just feel the essences coming together and growing more and more, from city to county to state. We are all one. Unique, irreplaceable, and special, yet all part of the whole. It is from here that we draw our power to understand our fellow humans, our fellow beings, really, on this planet, our animals, the trees, the plants in our garden. Allow your essence to drink in the essence of everything beyond and more beyond and more beyond. Feel the strength that comes from this. Feel the wisdom that comes from this. And with that wisdom, let us choose to individuate back to our essences a little more quickly than we expanded out. So just imagine yourself being guided back in, magnetically drawn back to our individuation. And imagine that individual essence dissolving back into our physical body, which is breathing, kept tethered by our breath. And imagine that essence animating the physical body. Feel our fingers and toes, our nose, our cheeks. Just feel the electric energy that surges through us with the essence's energy. And let us now return to our physical body completely by taking 3 quick breaths together. Let's inhale, exhale quickly. Inhale again and exhale quickly. And one more deep breath. Inhale and exhale quickly as we open our eyes together and return to this space. So we've done this kind of guided meditation before. We usually close with it. I usually like to close with us addressing our individual issues and then kind of realizing that we're expanded in this community together when we're doing it together. And this one was able to focus a little more on being in that soup of consciousness together just a little longer than we usually are. So thank you for going there and for sharing yourself, for opening yourself, for opening your heart, your soul, and allowing that essence to expand and to receive that information about how it's going to address these intentions that we've set. So let's put a little exclamation point on this and send this out into the universe. I'm going to send mine first. Oh my, well, it looks like my candle went out. I've got another candle in here. Let's see if I can make this work. There we go. This is mine, and then I throw ours in together. There we go. As I touch, they mingle, energized, sending them out into the universe, into the ether. There it goes. So I hope that you were able to experience this and enjoy this. I'm so glad you were here. Remember, you are welcome to make a donation, accepted via Venmo and PayPal. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, please, please, please. And let's see who's here. Kathleen, I love you. Thank you for being here this evening. And let's see who might be on the other spaces. I know a lot of people watch and then may not comment, or I may see their comments later, which usually happens. So please forgive me if I do not acknowledge you as I check out the Facebook and the YouTube. And just know how grateful I am and are looking forward to more of these experiences together where we are sharing and meditating. Share your experience. Let me know how it went. Let the group know how it went. So this can become a community together. And share your experience. Let me know how it went. And we can continue to grow and be together. And that just about does it for this evening's Spin into Stillness. I hope you enjoyed the experience, and I hope that you're able to apply this throughout your week. And please, again, share when you join again. And I will meet you back here, same time, next week, and looking forward to it. Have a beautiful evening. Happy April. And good night, good day, whenever you're listening or watching. I love you.